Hello everyone and welcome back to Kilwa. It's been a little bit of time. I thought I had completed the mission objective in order to get the achievement, but it turns out that when it is talking about the region, it's not talking about the Malacca and Malacca trade region. It's talking about the Malacca's region here. And so we are not quite we don't have quite everything we need in order to complete the mission, because as you can see, Spain, very annoyingly, has one province up here. The other problem is that when I defeated Portugal and took Central America, it didn't... Normally when you take colonial possessions, it doesn't cause overextension, but in this case it did, perhaps because I got rid of my colonial ideas, and so I had 300 overextension, crazy amounts of rebels, but we have stabilized that. We released 3 vassals, made them into marches, they're stable. We also dealt with all the rebels, and in the meantime, Great Britain, I think, lost control of Canada and the United States, and I've allied both of them. So we have some strong allies. The other thing is that we are now ready for this final war with Spain. They have foolishly decided to guarantee Banten, this small country over here, and so it is a simple matter. Let's see if there's any better... Yeah, so we can imperialism on Banten. Spain will join, their other ally Lanjan will not. And we can bring in the Ottomans, Canada, and France. The United States is, we don't owe enough favors to them yet to call them in, but maybe we will at some point. And Portugal's not even in. Portugal is not even able to join the war because they're not a participant. Spain, this is why you always have to be very careful. Jaunpur would like to participate? I don't know why you would now, but sure, come on in, Jaunpur. I think Spain is about to have an absolute boatload of people jump on top of them. Let's see who our best siege general in the vicinity is. Looks like it's this gentleman. Move forward. That person has no siege, so we will not send them in. Send these 2 over here, these 2 into here, and then as soon as it starts, we will aggressively barrage. I was in the midst of, I think, upgrading some ships, so we'll wait just a moment before we bring in the fleet. Oh, they're gonna... Oh, whoa. Persia. Okay, that's an interesting time for a war. I think this is going to be bad. Yeah, let's stop. We don't want to march in on that. Just instead reinforce these stacks. We want to be careful because right now we do not have our reinforcements. Over here, I do not think we have any troops in this region, so we're kind of just gonna see what happens. Where is Persia? It's Persia, and the Ottomans are in this war as well? No. Who are you at war with? This might be the easier way to see it. So it's Ugh, this is going to be so annoying. Why would you do that right when I'm in the middle of this war? Like, dude, wait a second. Looks like they have not upgraded that fortress. It looks like they haven't upgraded a couple of their fortresses. Whoa. Oh, what? That is fascinating. So this is Banten. I didn't even realize they were this country. How did they get this land up here? Anyways, all right, well, guess we'll fan out and siege all this, and then we will come deal with the southern part. They are marching into the highlands. We're gonna have to get involved, I think, over here. We're gonna have to train. I think we have capacity for another army. So we're gonna have to train up. Right now it's 40-40, so let's do this. Alright, let's crank out an 80 stack to then march up and deal with the doll, because they have unnecessarily complicated this war. Like, these sieges are going well. The flying shuttle, it's in the midst of the industrialization phase of the world. Looks like they don't think they have enough troops to engage me right now. Hopefully they will fall back once we... These ships are complete, so now we will swing north. That army is getting together. Ethiopia is a vassal, and they're just like thoroughly wrecking them. How did you get here? Guess they just marched down. Anyways, here come the Ottomans. Siege of Marrakesh is over. Bet we can land on top of this small stack before they can reinforce it. Yep, and that's toast for that one. That's mountains, so we don't want to go there. We've swept in and destroyed some of their ships. And the next siege is down. Now we have to siege Fez. That's gonna be the annoying part. Yeah, they're over here sieging because we do not yet have our army in place, but we'll soon. Alright, gotta come back over here. Siege this island, and then we'll come up for the Spanish possessions proper. I'm hoping the Ottomans are going to deal with that army. I think they might vacate. They have left Fez for a moment. Oh, we actually can march forward here. Which means we might be able to catch these troops. Oh, they saw me coming. There we go, now we've gotten onto Fez. How's this army doing down here? It is gathering. Once it gathers, we'll send it up north to deal with the doll. Wow, they have not upgraded their fortresses, which is good. It's making it much easier to push in here. Have to keep remembering to come back over here. Come over here. Just march over and siege out this area first, because we want to piece Spain out first, because this is what we really want. Oh, you think you've made a mistake there. You leave a small enough stack and I can kill it before they can reinforce it. Yep, there we go. Just inching forward. Oh, not good for you. Fez is sieged. Now we have to think through, how are we going to move into this? This northern army is isolated, so let us attack it first. And that's the end of that army. Alright, that's under control. This army is about to be complete. It needs a general. That's not a very good general, but okay. You take what you can get here. Alright. This army we need to send up here, and we will start sieging Adal, because I need them out of the war. Mamluks have, like, sieged all of northern Spain, or northern Africa. Or the Ottomans have sieged all of northern Africa. Let this finish. There we go, and into, let's siege this fortress. Bring this over here. We can use our free naval barrage. There we go. Alright, now let's come back over here. Looks like they have all backed into one dryland province. Okay. Interesting choice. Let's just squinch around them, and then we will get rid of them. And Garb is sieged. Now let's advance. We're gonna come in all in one stack so we don't enter piecemeal. Meanwhile, we will cross with these armies. Hopefully the Ottomans will help out there. Yep, there they go. They're getting in. You've lost a general. Where are you? Okay, well, you're one of the 10,000 in this stack, so it doesn't matter. Great. That's the end of that. And you look like you are retreating in a bad direction. Yes, that was not a good choice for them. I think we may have just stack wiped the Spanish army. Or a significant portion of it. Alright, let's get up here. Still sieging over here. We'll have to probably get further north. We will use our cannon barrage. And looks like air has eliminated that. Thank you. See if we can cross. No. We have to get this fort down first. So we will just move up and into position. We need a new general. That is a crazy good general. So you, sir, will be getting into this siege. with your 5 siege. Thank you. We've had a run of very good generals, of leaders, for our rulers, I guess. Because of our board of admirals and very high naval tradition, we've had like 4.56s and 6.54s. Our current one is, I think, sort of a dud. He's the worst one I've had so far at 3.36, and he's not that bad. Let's put a new admiral in charge. Thank you. And we will put, wow, look at that, the turbo sieger. Siege of Kawar. Yeah, there's Spain down here being annoying. Looks like Yemen is getting occupied by Persia. The rebels have decided to walk on to me. Thank you for that. Well, sometimes if a battle is lost by while the defender is there, sometimes that helps advance things, so maybe it'll work out okay. Let's get north. Alright, we're just gonna slowly siege our way through that. Oh. Baluchistan is out. Like Persia got some stuff from old Baluchistan over there. Hello. Get rid of them. They're like sieging into my lands, but I simultaneously am going to crush your armies. Like someone else is about to foolishly walk into me. Ondo is sieged. Excellent. Send you here, you there, you there, and you there. That will be a complete siege of, well, except for that one province. We're gonna have to get them too. Alright, that is over. Move them in. Are they gonna back away? They are not backing away. This is a mountain. Well, we'll siege this and crush their ships first. I do not think you have up-to-date forts, sir. Was that already broken? I might have barraged that unnecessarily. Alright, let's send you over there. Yep, let's grab this guy. We will take him over here to siege that last province. Just bring everybody down to here. Like we have sieged one of their provinces. Let's go siege the other one. I think Persia's got this war without me. Battle of the Straits of Gibraltar. Ha ha ha, we drove your fleet out and it was bad. Let's see if we swing in around them. Can we? drive them out? Can we convince them that they do not want to fight with me? United States? Sure, get in here. This is going to be the war, hopefully to end all further wars. Oh yeah, I forgot France was even in this war, and France is actually winning this time. That's what I thought. I figured they'd leave. Get the really good siege general. This one. And let's just go ahead and move in. Go, move in. This one. This general, I think, has some siege. Yeah. Move to Toledo. Just sort of stepwise forward as we siege. Oh, they have some rebels in their capital. Don't go there. We'll let those rebels deal with them. Fort appears to have actually been upgraded. There we go. All right, now let's get our Marines. And we're going to have to go down here and deal with these guys, which are going to be very frustrating and maybe difficult to dislodge until we actually bring over more troops. We're going to have to fight these rebels because I need them out of the way. Battle of Toledo. Alright, I think this is the good siege leader. Let's back off the other one, or one of the better ones. Let's back off this one. The Ottomans are in charge of this one. Come back over here to what is in theory the main theater of the war, but is in fact not. Let's hook up to the ships. Good thing we have a massive fortress over here. We will just park ourselves right there. However many troops we can bring, and then bring the rest. Siege of Almeria is over. Meaning that the turbo siege leader can move up to Valencia. How much for the Spanish fleet? We have a naval supremacy and can barrage. Yeah, without Portugal, they are just in rough shape. Wow, that's so much for that siege. All right, well, guess we'll go to Burgos. Disorder. Why? I don't know. There we go. That is sieged. To the next one. I guess we'll take global engagement. Enemy invasion imminent. Spain has decided to siege St. Helena. Well, you go for that, Spain. You're welcome to do that. I am not very worried. Let's go fetch the other Marines. They have just thrown literally everything they've got on this fortress. Holy cow, on that jungle fort. We are going to need more troops to break this. What is this? A 55-11. So it needs more artillery. Alright, we'll just mass produce some artillery real quick. That way, this marine army will actually have enough troops to maybe win. I think this is pretty much over for old Spain here. We don't need to influence the Aztec anymore. Siege of Kano is over. They're slowly sieging through down here. Which, fortunately, I don't super care about because I feel like this is going to end soon. Because we're winning and Yemen is losing, so... Let's grab the last of these. And bring them over to reinforce this army stack. Because even if they take that, I don't think they're going to be able to walk on to me. Let's go onward to the next fortress. How did Portugal get that? Hello, Spain. Destroyed. They haven't upgraded a lot of these fortresses, so they're not doing so hot. I'll be honest, I'm sort of ignoring this. Like, I don't super care. I just don't. I'm just participating enough to not have things spiral out of control. Oh, are these not connected? Oops. Yep, they sieged it, but that's okay. I think we have enough time to gather the troops we need. Oh, it's Sumatra that's not connected. Oops. Ah. I think Spain is now actually the side theater. I think we're even winning over here. Because we have all of the colonial buddies that are helping us. Looks like my marches have done some work. And it looks like vassals and marches have done an excellent job over here. I think here very shortly their capital will fall, and that will be the end of Spain. We can even give France some of this if they want. I don't think they have claims or cores on it. The Ottomans have found the last of their army. I think that's the end of Spain now. And Toledo down. Keep on sieging. And let's get this last cannon. Siege of Leon is over. Bring them over here. Oh, they got out of the way. Go get that last cannon, why not? Alright, almost enough cannons. Bring that last cannon over. We're on another one of their fortresses, so let's blast that down. I think the Ottomans are besieging that last one. I think Spain is probably peace-outable at this point. So what do we want from Spain? Well, first we need every single one of these. There we go. Every single one. I believe we will have. I'm going to take that one just in case. Taking a few islands just in case for some reason they are required. Because as a reminder, we're going for an achievement. That achievement, I believe, requires the Moluccas. These are in Micronesia, so they should not be required for this, but we will take a few just in case. And then let us continue our negotiation. And now that we've taken all that, now let's come back over here. And we will do some return core to Sus. And Tlemcen. Not that one, that one's too far away. Let's see. We could start feeding them. And they would accept all of that. Who has this? The United States owns that province. Fascinating. Alright, so I think that's enough. That will end this. Only they'll be angry, and we don't care what they think. Alright. Now, before we even do anything else, we're gonna come over here, find the one Catholic province, and we're gonna say convert that. Even before anything else is done. And then core everything else. Okay, whew. Now, as for you, my friend, let us just do a big select and say all of you guys march back down here because Adal is about to be in a world of hurt. Let's bring the navy around. We have won this siege. Okay, send in that one. Let's pop this out. So we are blockading. Excellent. Now that we have the blockade, we can use a naval barrage. Funny, I was worried about Spain eating them, but it's in fact me who is using them to fight Spain. This is a pretty tight little corridor here. And they have a lot of troops. They're on Tech 26, so they're quite strong. How are we doing over here? Yeah, here we come. Persia, probably under normal circumstances, I would have been quite happy to help you, and we would have been very successful, but I was kind of busy. Divert. Is this the Mega Sieger? No, but will do. Let's send you over here. This is the Sieger. Let's send him over there. With this guy. This one can come over here near them. I think we have desieged this. So let us keep inching forward. Wow, that is the worst leader that I have had in a long time. Whatever admiral that was should be fired. Ugh, that is a horrible admiral. Maybe they put him in because he was calm. And after the absolutely awful experience they had, they were like, we need someone very calm. See if we can trick them into going onto the fort, where I can then attack them. Yep. Alright, let's see if we can hit them here. Air is over. Excellent. We defeated their army. And now we can come up and push towards their capital. Howdy, friend. I think we accidentally may have plowed into some of them here. Annoying. Get our siege on here. You are about to have a bad day, sir. Let's see if we can get on this fort while their army is weak from being defeated, and drove them out. Excellent. We are here. See if we can barrage. Their capital is, of course, at the far end of the island. We have sieged yet another one of their things. Come down here for this. Looks like I may not have upgraded one of these fortresses. I am not going to use my artillery to besiege my own provinces. I am not in that big of a hurry. I will use them against my enemy. I am expecting them to piece them out at some point here before too long. Siege of Kendal is over. Ooh, that is not good for you, sir. because we are going to step right into the middle of you. Obliterated. And now you are going to force march on top of me. They may win this battle, but it's not going to be good for them either way. We appear to be out of sailors. Let's just retreat behind our fortress. Now, on some level, this war with Banton does not really matter, because we have already gotten the main thing that we were here for, and that is really what I want. So let's see if we just wait a little bit longer. I bet we can get what we want. Siege of Kano is over. There we go. Hello. We've run out of manpower. Let us, real quick, before we get distracted, call. Sure, we'll build that for you. What does this give? Sure, we'll give that to you, Sus. Chan Chan Citadel. Sure, we'll give that an upgrade. Cerro Rico de Potosi we will of course upgrade, because that is just gold for us. And Machu Picchu, why not? There we go. Now it'll stop telling me about that. Alright, now we need to go and build more buildings that will give me sailors. Because clearly we do not have enough. Let's just ladle a few of those in. I think I can press sailors off my colonies if we have any that are very loyal. Till one Peru is pretty loyal. I can press sailors. Alright, we'll do that. We'll press a few sailors to get what we need. That is a lot of sailors, holy cow. I think, oh, kill in Brazil. I don't think I can press sailors. I don't think they have a coast. Yeah, okay. Well, there we go. We got enough sailors, hopefully, to reinforce that army. Cabinet of Curiosities, sure. We are going to destroy that army. I hope you enjoyed your time while I was distracted, because you are not going to have a good day now. I imagine our war exhaustion is getting high. Boost our stability. We'll use a little Diplo to pull down the war exhaustion. We have somehow managed to scrape together enough for a government reform. The last one gives max absolutism, free admin policy and re-election cost, which is meaningless. Expand administration cost. I do not want to have a parliament. We will just take max absolutism. So now we can get up to 45, which is a at least semi-legitimate amount of it. Alright, we cannot siege this, so let's just stop and go deal with them. Excellent. Do not need you to attach to me, little guys, so go do other things. Need you to go de-siege things. Oh, yeah, my troops were a little delayed getting into that battle. Oh, we're out of men again. Out of troops again. It's a good thing we had those sailors. Alright, Persia, have you finished? Hormuz. Let's give this. This is occupied by Kilwa. Let us give it to Persia. So hopefully they will end this war. Sometimes you end up holding something that the AI wants. And so then they won't peace out. Persia, Persia. Ooh, this is occupied by me. I feel like this is occupied by me. Okay, I think we've handed everything to Persia. Alright. Are you ready to give me the Philippines? That's what I really want here. I think if we want the Philippines, we're going to have to bring over one of the armies. Doing that, let's upgrade some ships. This is the fleet. I think we picked up a few here, so let's pop off the ones right here. We will also pop these off. We will send them to protect trade in the Ivory Coast. Go home at war, upgrade ships. Here we go. And let's just grab 2 of the fully repaired army stacks. And we'll send them over to help finish this war. Destroyed Heirs Army. Aha, there it is. I don't know if you saw the pop-up because you can't, sometimes it doesn't show what happens in Steam, but it has happened. We have done it. All of this region has been converted to Sunni, and we have got the Swahili Persuasion mission complete. So we have done it. Not only the original mission tree, but also the achievements. Now I'm just hoping that Persia will get done with their business. Oh, they've sieged that back. Oh, but Kilwa in Australia has shown up. Interesting. I'm pleased to have some backup. Is France in this war? Who's in this war? All of my minions, basically, and me. General gone. Siege of Darfur is over. There we go. Alright, let's get in here. Alright, let us combine generals. Attach them to the fleet. The fleet should have a admiral. That is a much better admiral. And we shall ship them over here to reinforce the army. Because the poor Marines are tapped out, I think. Oh. We should, if we're going to reinforce, we should forced march in. We have, ooh, we did it, I think. We actually managed to reinforce that fast enough. Turn off forced march. We need a general. Alright, meanwhile, let's get in here. Oh, here he comes. We need that reinforcing stack. At least we had a general. Alright. Time to retreat again behind the army wall. The fort wall. Alright. Jampur, you never even participated in this. Jampur never even participated in this, so you're not really a participant in this battle to begin with. I would like this war to end. Ethiopia has a lot of stuff down here they can get. Let's give this to Ethiopia. I do not know what we are doing here. Oh. The Ottomans are done too. All of my buddies are leaving this war because they are not interested in fighting an endless war over here. Ho ho ho, my friend. Now we have no manpower and no sailors, but the troops are here. I think we managed to end this finally. Excellent. They actually fed most of that to Ethiopia. Why did Persia even do that? I'm not even sure I understand. There we go. That was very good though for Ethiopia. Do we have black flagged troops? We do not. They have all managed to be on this side. So we're going to need to march them back over here. Then this is a very small army. Let us return that to the manpower pool. Can I ask for manpower with favors? Who's the biggest nation that I know? France is at war with the United States. At war. Are they in the war with me? Oh yeah, they're in the war with me. That's why they can't participate. Jampur. Everybody is tapped on soldiers, my goodness. Wow, literally everyone is tapped out on soldiers. Okay. I think I've pressed sailors off all my vassals. I don't think I can get any more. That will give them too much. But maybe if I placate and then press, I can get some more. We need 2. Need sailors. Thank you. That gave us a little bit of troops. Gave us something. We will need more though, so let's go ahead and go get the other ones. I mean, if we're honest, we're just gonna need more, and then we can win this. Just as a matter of principle, not because we've already won the... Austria has decided that I am a threat. Yay, United States. Let's take one of ours and put them on our allies. A revolt. Oh dear, that is annoying. I guess we'll just go deal with that. It's not like we're really doing anything. Oh look, Canada's here. Take the Marines. Need to go deal with this. Should just harsh treatment here. Get rid of them. Canada, what are you doing? I think the best thing I can do is just get in their way. And I wonder if I can block them onto that island. Alright, bring them back over here. Alright, what's going on over here? Deconnect, I do not want you here. Let's merge into one big stack. Attach. And bring them over here. Other thing we should do, just see if there's any good army buildings. There we go, just to help out with our manpower. There we go. Oh, they're trying to go onto some boats. Interesting plan. I think you are going to stack wipe that little army there, because when I show up, I'm gonna have the control of the ocean. Oh, yeah, see, they're like running away from me now. Yeah, now you're in trouble, because now you are in trouble because you are stuck on an island and I control the Strait crossing, and so I think I'm going to stack wipe you now. Yep, that's the end of them. And here's the other army, very weakened, but here. Volt in Tondo. Great. Alright, I think though, if we just focus, I think we can knock this out. Canada is out. Sure, fine. Put the Giga Siege General in charge. And just march right in there. Let's bring the boats around here. Somehow they must have a very fast admiral. Where this time... This time I think we got you. We stack wiped a big portion of your army, and we are in position with Mega Siege Leader, and we're paying attention now. There will be no cutting past me. There we go. You, sir, are done. This is your punishment for making me work so hard to do this. I will utterly crush you. There we go. We have no men and no sailors, so it's a good thing that we are able to use both, because if we were not able to use both, this would be bad. Looks like some of our vassals have showed up. Yeah, once we actually got over here and got serious, this pretty much ended. I am offended by your continued existence. Wow, we got immediate 85%. Can I get 100% if I immediately attack? Boom. I think this is your capital. Destroyed. And we will also destroy your fleet. This is punishment for messing with me. Excellent. Okay. We now need to get... Now we need to get the Marines over. Assume they're too big to be vassalized. Yes, far too big to be vassalized. So, we will take all those provinces. You could have just given me that and this would have been over. But it was not. So instead, we will now take a good little chunk out of the southern part of your nation as well. That will be too much overextension. We will not make that mistake again. And another revolt. Just endless. Wow, Oh, that was very quick. Alright, I think it's time to end this war. You wiped out their last bits there. We've got this down here, but we will not take quite that much because I do not want to be over 100% overextension. Alright, we will immediately core everything. Kilwa, Australia, for some reason, has decided they are disloyal. Let's just placate them. Thank you. Probably because we're not at war, and they have realized that I have no troops left. We'll give them that. And let's go see if we can find... Oh my gosh. They're at war. Anybody got some troops for me? Revolutionary Gascony. Alright, let's confirm to get some money. Here we go. Let's just throw some troops in there. Let's get our treasurer. The Aztecs are a little grumpy. We'll placate them back down. This is being converted, so we will leave it alone for a second. Ooh. These are in my vassal's lands, so I don't care. It's interesting, I've never seen that event, that patriotic donation. Ethiopia's struggling a little bit. Oh my gosh. Ethiopian peasants. Alright, we are here. It's been converted. We will not change that. I believe we have taken this from them a while ago. It probably needs an upgraded fortress. No, it's actually good. Go. Alright, let's add these to trade companies. Susian revolutionaries. Apparently everybody is using me like a cash box now. Suppose we should. Since Austria has rivaled us, we should rival Austria back. Austria's pretty big. France, we really need to strengthen by feeding Spain. But we're too busy doing our own thing. End of revolutions. Goodbye. But is there an army stuck up here? Wow. How long has this army been up here? Sure, France. Wow, another 5 siege general. That is good. What is this little army? Oh, it's the last little Marines. That won't fit on the boat. Oh, there's another one up here. Part of the reason that we're always losing men and sailors is that I'm not always the best at recalling to split them off. Keep appointing generals since we have lots of army tradition and are ahead of time. Where did these get built? Cool, free ships. There, now no one is taking attrition. A lot of Marines and not enough cannons, but whatever. We'll call that a victory. Shimu. Where is Shimu? I think I need same continent Liberty Desire. Speaking of calling it a victory, I think that is it, friends. We have successfully, as Kilwa, completed the mission tree, which I will remember how to find momentarily. I haven't looked at it in so long. We have successfully completed the entire Kilwan mission tree, expanded through all the gold mines, through Central Africa, even into chunks of Northern Africa and the Eastern Horn. We make a grand total of currently 205 ducats a month, though it varies wildly. We control pretty much the entire Indonesia region, all of Australia and New Zealand, about half of South America, and a good chunk of Central America. We are allied with Canada, the United States, France, the Ottomans, Persia, Jaunpur, and we are the #1 great power in the world by a significant margin. It's not even close, and we could become either the naval or economic hegemon if we want to. So with that, I think we've done everything we set out to do, kind of capping it off with both getting an achievement for having this one little province over here in India, and then the Speaking Swahili achievement for taking over Indonesia. So thank you for sticking with me through it all, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.